Working in the area of environmental sciences, Dr. Lael Parrott's research provides a variety of practical applications. I asked her what approach she takes to her research.
I take what's called a complex systems approach, where I think about a landscape as what we call a complex system. What that means is that everything is connected to everything else, and that we need to consider those connections in forecasting what might happen on a landscape in response to our human actions. The approach that we take to do that is to use computer models to represent what happens on a landscape and then generate scenarios through simulation of what might happen. The computer models we develop are not exactly computer games, but somewhat like computer games in that we have virtual representations of our environment with topography and land use and land cover. And then we place little animals and people on the landscape, and we simulate the decisions that they make and the movements and the interactions that they have on the landscape. And with these kinds of models, then we can explore different scenarios, like, for example, what would happen if I built a highway here? How would that change the way that animals are moving through the landscape? Right. Or what if I transformed all of this farmland to urban? What would that do to the movement of humans or animals on the landscape? And so one example project that we're working on is related to bighorn sheep. And one of my master's students, Corey Allen, has developed an individual model of bighorn sheep moving through the Okanagan landscape. So she simulates the way that a bighorn sheep moves and the decisions that it makes as it encounters different things on the landscape. And then she can use that model to explore effects of forest fire on bighorn sheep, access to habitat and movement, the effects of roads, identifying where bighorn sheep might most often cross roads, and that way make recommendations for management decisions that could increase movement and connectivity for bighorn sheep on the landscape.